Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's good, family? Um, right now I got a lot of shit on my mind. Uh, I did some dumb shit yesterday. Well, it was on a Sunday on a Puerto Rican Day Parade, but I don't even want to really talk about that. But I was really supposed to go to the movies by myself to go see Dangerous Animals, but I wound up doing something else. But whatever. Um, Now this video's on me on how I got into seeing escorts. Seeing escorts, let's take it back. Well, this happened when I came out of school, the BOCI school, when I was that was like back in I think like 2013. And yeah, man, I was a virgin back then. So, around that era, around that time, I don't know how I got into it, but they had Backpage. So I went on Backpage, and I got my first. I got some pussy off of Backpage, and then from there I just took off like an airplane. I just kept on going, and eventually Backpage got Backpage got shut down, and then the new site was cityguide.com, which was a lot of bitches on City Guide, like women uploading each and every day, but that got shut down. And then now they got List Crawler. But yeah, man, escorts, man. That's one thing about escorts, man. When you're going to see an escort, man, you gotta really be on guard, man, because from my experiences, I've seen over probably 2,000 escorts. I'm not even lying to you guys. Whether they hosting and inside their crib, from the hotels. Now, if they hosting inside of their crib, more than likely they not by themselves. They have somebody in the next room, and you just gotta watch your surroundings. It could be a robbery. Shorty could line you. You can hand her the money, and then after you hand her the money, she doesn't wanna proceed, and do the deed. You feel me? And there's a lot of fucked up, escorts out there that's really into that type of timing. Like, they would take your money. Well, y'all be texting, and once you get to her addy, it's a whole different story after you paid her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we got the other people on the sites now that's scamming. They want deposits. And yeah, I hate going to. There's been a lot of times where I went to the escort's crib, and it'd be like people in the other room. That's what I hate. You know what I'm saying? You could just feel you could just feel something is up. You know what I'm saying? Always listen to your gut. Watch the red flags. And if you feel uncomfortable, just don't even go. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a victim to something, you know what I mean? And also with me, like, a lot of them, they like to host at hotels, which I hate going to hotels, because I feel like everybody's watching me. Like, it depends on what type of hotel motel you in. If it's an outside motel or an inside motel, either way, it don't even matter. I feel like everybody's in on it. Even the niggas that be working at the desk is in on it. As soon as you walk in, you just feel, somebody's just watching you. And when I go out, I remember every time I used to go see these escorts, like I think like a street dude. So say like if they be like they on the third, fourth floor, I take the staircase. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Like God forbid, you take the elevator and you get caught slipping in the elevator. You don't know if she a cop. You don't know if you're gonna get robbed or shot in the elevator. And I'm very light footed, so you really can't even hear me like walking. I'll be tippy toeing. And like I said, man, I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke weed or none of that shit. But a lot of these escorts, they smoke hella weed. And there's been times when I arrived, I'm inside, I seen them. The whole room smells like mad weed and smoke. That's an instant turn off for me. But sometimes I still proceed to do it just out of desperation. And I had a lot of good and bad times with these escorts, man. There's been times where escorts they took my money and then try to like I said, they didn't agree on what was supposed to be said in the text messages, talking about they do BBJ, but then when you get there, it's a CBJ. You know what I'm saying? Or like they don't do they do GFE, but when you get there, they don't do GFE. You know what I'm saying? It's some stupid shit like that. You got some escorts that like once you hand them the money, they like they look at the money to see if it's real or not. It's a lot of crazy shit. I've been to a lot of these females' cribs. They playing loud music in the living room or in the room. I tell them, I'm like, yo, cut the music down because I gotta make sure I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in their environment. Anything can happen to me, God forbid. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up, man. A lot of guys they go see these escorts, and like I said, it could be a robbery. They could get killed. A lot of shit could happen, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie. Like I had sex with a lot of them, protected, and then sometimes unprotected. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta get tested too. I haven't gotten tested in years. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, man. Because I've been so sexually active. Well, this is before COVID. I was like sexually active. Like I was getting pussy like every 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Because I was either I was on the sites or like I just run into a female outside. But like I said, man, smashing females is cool, but at the same time, like, it doesn't stop my depression. I still suffer from a lot of trauma and depression, and me having sex with them, some like I said, unprotected, my energies going into her energy, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And there's all these mixed emotions, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is on me, man. I don't know if I'm cursed or whoever, what female cursed me, but it's like a lot of bad shit in my life been happening. It's like nothing can go, nothing hasn't been going good for me, you know. And then also another thing I hate about seeing escorts, like I said, they always have fucking pimps. They always got pimps. Like they do like a video on the ad with they pimps. So like, you know, the pimp and two other girls, and I just hate those type of ads. You know what I'm saying? You could go to a hotel, you don't know where the pimp is at. He could be lurking somewhere watching you. Um, I remember one time I went to the Bronx. I was way in the Bronx. I think I was by like Gun Hill or some shit. I'm not really sure. But anyways, long story short, I went to go see some ghetto ass white girl at some motel. I think it's called the Crown Motel in the Bronx. And a lot of these females, they be ghosting too. That's another thing. They be ghosting. You text them, they take forever to text you back and shit. But all females do it. So it's female nature, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said these females ain't shit. Like they really ain't shit. Like, but anyways, so I get there. The bitch is not there. She's not even there yet. I'm like, what the fuck? Have me waiting out there for like a good 25 minutes. Now me, like I said, man, when I go see an escort, I be spending blocks at least like 4 or 5 times to make sure I'm good. You feel me? And I feel comfortable. And I think it was like an outside motel. I really can't explain it, but it was an outside motel, and it has like a parking lot where you can see cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in a parking lot, and it has like a two or 3 story floor, and you can see the cars from your hotel window. That's what I hate. Those type of motels and shit. So anyways, I see Shorty, but she doesn't see me yet. I told her, yo, I'm in the lobby, and it was a dude, cause I see some dude, he was like in the lobby sitting there and shit. So I told her to go to the lobby. I see her, you know, typical ratchet white girl and shit. And then I pretended like I was like going to the desk, and then I looked at her, and she still haven't noticed it was me yet. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, me and her, you know, we linked in the lobby, and then for some odd reason, I felt something was off with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen when I was talking to her, and we was walking to like the hotel room. It was a nigga. It was a nigga in the car. He was like literally walking at this. You know, I mean, I said walking. He was literally driving at the same pace we was walking, but he was spinning blocks like at least twice. But I'm on point though. I'm not a stupid nigga. You feel me? I knew she wasn't by herself. Whenever an escort be like she's by herself at a hotel, do not believe her. Trust me. She's with a nigga or whoever she's with, or her other friends, but they like hosted in a different hotel room or next door. It depends on, like I said, the hotel or motel you in. You know what I'm saying? So if it's an outside motel, she could be next door. If it's like an inside motel or hotel, she could be across from the door. You feel me? But never trust these bitches, man. Escort or not, she's an escort. She's selling pussy, so obviously you can never believe what an escort is saying to you. Um, so yeah, so me and her walking, and I see the nigga, but I looked at him and I looked inside the car, but he he didn't look at me, but he was like looking ahead, like driving, like, you know what I'm saying. So I knew instantly that was a pimp. But eventually he leaves, and then me and Shorty did what we did, and that was it. Um, but yeah, man. Also, like I said, there's a lot of sex trafficking, sex trafficking going on now on Les Corolla, and they operate out of the five boroughs, and I think out of New York City too, in different states and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see an ad of a female and it looks identical to the other ads and shit, most likely they sex trafficked. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then it's like when you go see those sex trafficking females, you could tell they not really into it. They not really into it. You could just tell and look at them like something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And my dumb ass went to go see him out of desperation, and they move around from house to house, hotel to hotel. Like I said, it'd be people, and be a guy. I didn't see the guys when I went. I never seen the dude, but more than likely he's around. He's probably in another room. So Shorty, what happened is Shorty takes the money, you pay her, or I pay her, and then she takes the money and leaves the room for about maybe like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then she closes the door and comes back. And it was just a weird experience for me. I didn't like it, and I did out of desperation. A lot of times these females, they like to up the price on me and shit. Like a short stay is like before COVID, a short stay was like $60. I think and then short stay was like $60. A half an hour was like $100. And then I think something like that, yeah. And then nowadays for these bitches, they want like $100 for a short stay. And then $100 for a short stay, and then for a half an hour probably $150. So if she's asking for them type of prices, or sometimes they want like for a short stay $150 and like $250. So if they asking for them type of prices, more than likely they at a hotel. That's the hotel's fee or price to stay for that night. You feel me? And like I said, man, I hate going to hotels, man. Every time I go see these bitches, I'm always, like I said, I take the staircase, and I like they gave me the room. I go to the room, but for some reason, like I stand in the hallway for about maybe 2 minutes, and then I just look at the door to make sure I don't hear nobody else like in the hotel, in the hotel room, and make sure she's by herself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure no funny shit going on. No funny shit going on. Yeah, cause it's a lot of horrors at hotels and shit. I hate, I've been to the Queens Hillside Hotel. They used to do a lot of sex trafficking over there. The the Spanish, the Spanish niggas be pimping out the girls over there at the hillside. Um, Brooklyn Hotel, I think 1090 Myrtle Avenue over there. Um, 100 New Jersey Avenue. That's like in East New York. I've been all over, man. But I never. And then I went to Staten Island probably like twice. I seen like maybe two bitches out there, but that was like never again. You gotta take a boat and shit. And things could go left with an escort, man. You just never know. It depends on who you dealing with, though. And y'all can meet and greet, and then shit could go left, man. You pay the bitch, and then she all of a sudden she don't like how you look or whatever. One little thing could go wrong, and she could just kick you out without no sex. You know what I'm saying? And which is fucked up for a lot of guys. And yeah, man, I've been, I don't know how I got into this shit. I think one day I was so horny and shit, and I just went on Backpage, man. Backpage, Craigslist, and I just started from there. But like I said, that was before COVID. But nowadays, these new escorts is horrible, man. They really, really are horrible, man. The other day, it's been like a month since I had some. Because I've been trying to link, and like I said, these hoes, they text back like 3 days later, and it's just mad annoying. And if I text an ad and they don't answer me within like maybe like 20 minutes to like an hour, I delete numbers, man. I don't save numbers and shit. And most of the times, these females, they block you if you ask for, like I said, BBJ or any type of fetishes that you want. They just straight up block you. And then also they got this was they had CDPs. They got CDPs now and shit. I don't know why they call CDPs. I think it's Casa del Putas or some shit. I'm not sure. But anyways, I know that the CDPs wasn't there before COVID. They came after COVID and during COVID. Like right now, they still here. Like if you go on Listcrawler, if you go on Listcrawler right now, you can see a lot of CDPs. And all the women, they look the same. They got fake BBLs, fake bodies. They got body surgeries and shit. And with me, it's like I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? I hate going to them shits too. Because you only pay. They give you a false advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Saying, oh, they do BBJ, they do this, that, and the third. And then when you pay them, when you pay the girl, they don't do it. And most of the times you're texting somebody else and not the actual girl. Like you're texting a handler. You know what I'm saying? And not the actual girl. So, and then when you see the actual girl, she don't even know what you're talking about. And that's the fucked up part about it and the aggravating part about it. But yeah, the CDPs, you go there basically. Like I said, I think a short stay is like $60 for 15 minutes, and that's what I usually go for. But they don't like to really do GFE, and if you want to do GFE with certain females, you got to pay more money, an extra $50 or extra $100. That's what a lot of extra a lot of escorts is doing nowadays. If you want to do this, that, and the third, eat them out or like eat their ass or anything, you gotta pay an extra $50 to maybe $100. It's like prices been going up, man. Every fucking little thing it's just ridiculous. Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna front. The other day I was in the Bronx. Once I was horny, and I knew it was gonna be trash and shit. I went to go see one of them CDPs. I told myself stop going to them shits. Long story short, she rushed me, and I left unfulfilled, which is aggravating. She's like, Poppy, you fuck. You take it forever, fuck. You know what I'm saying? This bullshit, straight bullshit. Basically, I hit her, from doggy style position, and that was it. She tried to give me a weak ass, and me, I don't like getting my dick sucked with a condom on. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? She did a lot of she was using a lot of teeth, and I cannot stand that shit. But yeah, just avoid them shits, CDPs. It's a waste of time, a waste of money, and you're dealing with a pimp anyway. And then sometimes they send you, try to use a burner phone. Don't use your real number, because sometimes my fault guys, I'm a little tired. They send you like threatening text messages of, saying you owe them money and shit. And you owe them money, and you was playing around with the females and shit. And then they send you like pictures of people getting their heads cut off and shit. Some weird dumb shit. So yeah. But also a lot of these females, they got herpes and STDs and stuff. And you gotta really be careful. And that's why I gotta chill having unprotected sex. But like I said, man, I had my fun. It was cool. It was a nice little career for me, you could say. Cause like I said, I think I started around like 2013 or some shit. Right when I came out of that Bosie school. If you guys want to check out my school video, yeah, I can check it out. But yeah, that was after I left that shit, and I just started doing that for a good minute. But yeah, man, a lot of things has changed, man. COVID really did it for a lot of us. A lot of us, man. Personally, I just don't like how the escort mongering scene is looking right now. And I'm sure a lot of guys know that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys are struggling to get sex. And the site, the list crawler site is a scamming site now, man. And I'm not, even though I smashed a lot of porn stars too, But a lot of them, they want to deposit and shit. Like I smashed Brianna, what's her name? Brianna Carlo, some ugly fat Mexican chick. It just I did a lot, man. Show and tell from Rick Nasty. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, all that shit was fun. I did a lot of recording with a lot of females, but just for memories and shit. But like I said, man, it was fun, and it still doesn't cure my depression. Like I said, a man could fuck a lot of bitches, but he could still be depressed, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? I done smashed every female, like of every race, not to brag about it. From a couple of Asian women, Latinas, Indians, all that shit, white. Yeah. And it's so fucked up now how you go on List Crawler right now, right? And I'm talking about New York City. New York City and List Crawler. From like right now, Brooklyn, if you want some Asian girls, there's no Asian girls in Brooklyn. All of them is black, and I hate black females to the fullest, to the cure. I said to the cure, to my core. I hate them with passion, man. They my top op. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's a dub. I don't see black females in Brooklyn. Brooklyn section. Section. Bronx, a lot of CDPs, like I said. And all the white women, they all left. It's a few of them left though, but the ugly crack addict ones. But a lot of them left. They went out to Long Island, or probably like out of New York City to like a different state, because a lot of escorts nowadays, their money is drying up. So in New York City, so they go to another state, or they go the Trice route. Now Trice is another high end route for escorts. You know what I'm saying? That charge from like 500 to like 4K. You know what I'm saying? And that's like Manhattan money. So yeah. But like I said, man, it don't really matter what escort you really dealing with. All these escorts the same, man. They ain't shit. You just gotta be careful with them. Cause like I said, if they wanna deposit, don't even do it, because we know how that go on that part. And either if you go to their location, just be on guard. Just just try to be alert and hope that you get some good service, and she won't fuck you over. And hopefully she don't have a pimp, but like I said, a lot of these bitches got pimps. If she's selling pussy, she has a pimp. I don't care what nobody says. Whether she indie or not indie. And indie, what I mean by indie is like she working for herself. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, a female could get a boyfriend just like in a second, cause she's a female. But let me see. Hold up. Yeah, man. I gotta get tested, bro. It's been years since I got tested. All them blowjobs and them bad blowjobs I went through, and the good sex and good pussy I went through. It was cool, but now I gotta really go get myself tested and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not gonna make this video too long, but I think my next video I'm gonna talk about me holding grudges and why I hold grudges. Cause I told you guys I'm a Cancer, man. I'm a Cancer, so we take it to the grave, man. But that's my next video though. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and I'll catch you on my next video when it rains. So hopefully, like I said, you guys like it. Hopefully you guys like my rain videos, and hopefully a lot of people is falling asleep to my video. I mean my videos when I'm talking. Cause like I said, my channel is about peace. Peace as a man, like peace and calm as a man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I put out my Chris Brown music, cause that, like I said, that's my boy, that's my nigga. I love that nigga, Chris Brown. I got Chris Brown music for days, and then I got some murder music, like Uncle Murder music. I got some gangster music too. I listen to that every now and then, but not that much. Depends on my mood. Maybe when I'm mad, yeah, when I'm mad or aggravated, I play like the gangster shit. But when I'm calm and I'm depressed and just want to like think about my life and stuff like that, I play some Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, maybe I could get some more subscribers. I don't know, but I appreciate my subscribers now. You know who's following me. I appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, this is a positivity channel, and we all about positivity, man. But so that being said, I'm about to take my ass back to sleep. So I'll catch you on my next video when the next time it rains in New York City, baby. I'm out. Peace.